Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Christy here, and it's been a minute, about a year actually. It's been about a year since I made a video. I don't know who the hell I thought I was with this fucking banner talking about some new videos every week. No, couldn't happen. Not with the like bootleg ass, like, it was bad. Anyways, so I am back, and today's video is gonna be about my new tattoo. Cause your girl just got her very first tattoo. She's still fresh, it's itchy as fuck. But anyways, so basically I'm just gonna be telling the story about like this. So let's get right into it. I've been wanting a tattoo for a minute. Probably like 3, like really wanting a tattoo, like in the mindset like I'm getting a tattoo for like 3 years probably. And I was always talking about it, never really did it. Told myself I was gonna save the money for it, never saved the money for it. And then this year my mom was like, whoa, what do you want for your birthday? Like, it's your 21st birthday, like that's a big one, what do you want? And I was like, a tattoo. She looked at me, she was like, really? Like, are you sure? Like, if I give you money for a tattoo, are you gonna book the appointment or are you gonna get the tattoo? And I was like, yes, I'm serious about it this time. Like, it's what I want, I mean it. And so she was like, okay, so I'll give you the money for the tattoo. And she was like, but you have to book the appointment, like now, like 2 minutes ago, you had to book the appointment. And when the appointment's booked, I'm not giving you the money's gonna stay with me. That way I know you're not gonna spend the money and fuck yourself over. I was like, it's lit, okay, what a good plan. So, my birthday was like rolling around. It was like, I was like in the mindset that I was gonna like book this appointment and like a week later go in for this tattoo like on my birthday. Wow, was I ever fucking wrong. So I go in, I go into the tattoo shop. And I'm like, yo, like I wanted to get I want to book an appointment for a tattoo. And the guy's like, okay. I walked into the shop and I was like, yes, like I want to like book an appointment. Like I want to get my first tattoo, da da da. And the guy's like, okay, so mind you, this is like second week of June that I walk into the shop. Okay, so I walk in and he's like, okay, so I'm booking like end of August, early September. I was like, ugh. So like I can't just like get a tattoo like next week. Like that's not how it works, eh? So I was like, okay, so like when's your like earliest date? And he was like, August 28th. I was like, yeah, you're right, it is. You're right. So anyway, so I ended up booking the appointment that day, paid my deposit. That way I was like, cause I was like, I have the appointment booked, and like if I pay the deposit, like that's it. I'm getting it, and I'm getting it. And I'm getting it. So I paid the deposit, and then my like birthday rolled around. I told everybody that I was gonna get a tattoo for my birthday, so everybody was giving me money for it. And my mom was like, so what do you want for your tattoo? Like, what's your tattoo gonna be? And I was like, oh. I was like, what is it gonna be? So I started like thinking about like what I could get, like something that like, cause obviously I want something that meant something to me. So I had to like sit down and like think about what I wanted. Anyway, so I thought of this idea, thought of this design, sent off the design to the artist and stuff like that. And then times went by, and then all of a sudden I blinked and it's like August 27th, and I'm like, well, I'm getting my tattoo tomorrow. Here we are. So I walk in, and mind you, this tattoo shop, it's like real like metal, like it's a real hardcore shop. And I walk in, like I felt so out of place. But anyways, I walked in and I told him that I was there for my appointment and da 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 da, and who it was with and what I was getting. And the guy was like, this is your first oh, I'll show you what it is. So that's my tattoo. This is what I got. And so I walk in and the guy is like, so this is your first tattoo, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay. And all of the other artists that were in the shop, they were like, this is your first tattoo? Like, oh, you're going balls to the wall. Like, that's a strong tattoo. I was like, that is I. I'm a balls to the wall type of girl. So, so I sat down in the chair. First of all, the pocket watch. The pocket watch was the only thing that he had the sketch like already done. Everything else was freehand. So I was like super extra shook about that because I was like, whoa, this freehand, 10 out of 10 not for me. I can draw, can't draw for shit on a fucking shoulder cap. The fuckery. So he's like drawing it and stuff, and then he goes, okay, I'm gonna, like, you can sit down and da da da. And I sit down and he starts tattooing and I'm like, can't turn back now. He was like, no, you're stuck here. Anyway, so I sat in the chair for 5 hours. Pain was like, on like a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 3. The fucking worst part about it was that I had to sit, like, I had to like lean into him. Like if the camera was him, I had to like lean into him and like crack my neck all the way over so that he could get like in here and like onto my neck. That was, when I finally got to straighten my neck, it was like it was so stiff. And he was like, yeah, that happens. I was like, whoa, wow, that's a lot. The shading, like, I still have to go for another session because he was like, you know, like, we ain't getting this whole thing done. There's no way you're gonna sit through a 7-hour tattoo in one day for the first run. Like, there's no way you're gonna do it. So I was like, you're thinking, good on ya, thank you. So the shading that he did, like a little bit of like background shading, like in through like here and stuff like that. But when he was doing that, that wouldn't have hurt. But if I hadn't, like, if it wouldn't have hurt if I hadn't have already been sitting there for like 4 hours. The fact that I was already sitting there for 4 hours all kinked up, I think, like, mentally I was just like done. So that's why it hurt so much. But like the line work, like, if people tell you tattoos hurt, tell them to fuck off, because they don't hurt. They don't. Getting my braces taken off. I used to have braces. Getting my braces taken off hurt more than this. Like, and there was a woman and she was like freaking out because it was her first tattoo too, and she was getting like a quarter sleeve and all that, whatever. And she was like, well, I started mine before hers, and she was like, what's it feel like? And I was like, cat scratches. And she was like, ow. And I was like, this ow from a cat scratch. Like, here, like this ow. Anyway, she went around the corner, started getting hers done. Her outline was finished before mine. I mean, my tattoo is a little bit bigger than this girl that was there, but her outline was finished before mine. And she was like, it doesn't, like, I was like falling asleep and like it barely hurt and all this stuff. And I was like, no, I know, like it barely hurts. And she was like, I can see myself getting a couple more. Like, I can see where the addiction comes from. I was like, girl, you know. And then, when I told I was talking to my best friend a couple days ago on the phone, and we were talking about it, and she was like, nah, don't go and get addicted to them and all that stuff. And I was like, well, too late. Cause I can see myself, I want to have a full sleeve eventually, maybe 2. Your girl wants to be Kat Von D, but we'll see what a bank account looks like down the road. Because as of right now, it's a black fucking hole with nothing in it. So, we'll see. But, all in all, the tattoo experience was like super dope. He was pretty fast. Like, he drew the whole thing in like 20 minutes. Like, this draw of a permanent thing on my body in 20 minutes. Like, he was really, really fast. I had a lot of trust in him because I knew that he was like a good artist and stuff like that. Super pleased with how like thin the line work and stuff like that is. I'm just really, really pleased with it. I'm super excited to see what it's like when it's finished. Because like I said, I do have another, I think he said it's going to be like an 1.5 hour or 2 hour session to get like the rest of the shading done on the inside. But he said that's like super, super quick. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, all in all, it was a super dope experience. I recommend tattoos to fucking everybody. Even if they're like little ones, like if you go somewhere good and you have an artist that like actually cares about putting good artwork out there, then the tattoo is gonna be even better. Like, they can be so beautiful, and like going to an artist who knows, like, who is good with what he does and like cares about what he does, like they're gonna be able to guide you into a better direction too. Like if you go in with this bogus ass idea, they're gonna be like, no. Like the shop that I went to, they don't the earliest that they tattoo is, I think he said 18. And I was like, is that so that people don't make stupid decisions? He was like, well, yeah. I was like, fair. Like, that's good, because it's a tattoo, it's there for life. So, and like when I was getting the tattoo, when he was like finished, I was like, so this doesn't come off, eh? He was like, nah, man, like that's there, that's stuck there. I was like, okay. I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, no, you're not getting out of it. And I was like, okay. But like it's crazy to think that there's people out there who go and like get like these stupid fucking tattoos as a joke. And I'm like, that's there. Like, it's there. So doing tattoos, make sure you think about it. Make sure you pick something that means something to you. Put it in a spot that you're going to appreciate it for forever. Don't just be like, oh, I want people to, like, I know people who have gotten fucking tattoos like on their forearms and shit just so that people can see them all the time, no matter what they're wearing. And I'm like, it's bad placement. It looks shitty. You're a shitty person. You fucked it up. Because what is this? What, like, why? Put your tattoo, and like place your tattoos in an area that kind of like makes sense. You know, like this makes sense. Like the whole thing just like flows with my shoulder cap. You just gotta really think about it. Plan ahead, dive deep, think about things that think about things that mean things to you. English. I'm not good at it. You need to like for me, I knew that I wanted a sleeve to like start somewheres and finish with my set, like finish somewheres. I knew that, but I knew I wanted it to tell a story. So if you, and most people, that's how most people are. They're like, oh, I want my tattoo to tell a story. Okay, whatever that story is, there's got to be a start, there's got to be a middle, and there's got to be an end. So, and you have to kind of like place those tattoos in that order, especially if you want it to tell a story. You know what I mean? So like people who get sleeves that start down here, like this backwards story, like, you know what I mean? That's just my personal preference, but tattoos are a big investment time-wise and money-wise. So you gotta really think about them and like make sure like this is what I want, that like I want it to be like this. Like go in, when you go to book that appointment, go in with reference pictures of like, and like tell them I want parts of this here and parts of that there and this and this and this, and kind of like mash it together and put it here and like go in with a plan, because that'll be better for the artist too. They'll kind of already have things like stirring in their head of how it's gonna look and how it's gonna play out on the body and stuff like that. You gotta go in with a plan, and you gotta go in with a good idea and a strong idea, and don't let an artist tell you that an idea is bad, because so unless it like truly is a dumb idea, like don't let your artist tell you it's a dumb idea. Do research on tattoo artists, do research on shops and shit like that. Do research on different styles of tattoo, because I went in and I was like, I want traditional black and white. He was like, oh, so like black ink, white ink, and I was like, no. Okay, we're on two different pages, because I've always been told that traditional black and white was like black ink watered down to like a gradient gray and then the skin color. Ended up learning that was what he was gonna do, because I was like, I don't really want white ink in it. I don't really like that look. It looks too like, this needs to stop. I don't really like the look of that. It's just not for me. It looks too like fluorescent and like neon. Like if I want a neon tattoo, I'll get a neon tattoo. So this is my preference. But like I said, it was a dope experience. I will 100% get way more tattoos once this one is completely finished. Obviously I will spread them out because I need to save my money because they're expensive as fuck. But yeah, it was super lit. It didn't hurt. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. It probably didn't make any sense because like I said, I ramble and whatever. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, because I'm new and I have no friends. So let's be friends, and I will see you next time. Bye.